This is a big step it pays enormous dividends in figuring out how to actually multiple bounce. To be able to control an accent and play those different 1, 2, and 3 note bounces is kind of a hugely useful thing.
We can go a step further. I call the next part motions and coordination. So we're going to take the same approach, but we're going to start to see how we coordinate these with both hands. So obviously the first one would just be singles. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. You do this every day. So this is kind of a warm-up. The next one Paul kind of calls the bouncing rudiments. So your Swiss Army triplets and your Flam taps. When you see these with accents, you're tempted to downstroke, and sometimes that might be called for. But in this context, we're trying to get that natural decay in your 2s and your 3s. But we're trying to approach this just like the single-handed motions, and we're trying to get a nice big bounce from everything. Now, so when we do the Swisses, I don't start with a Flam. I start with a double right, because I just want to start with the concept of a double. I don't want to start with a low note and then lift. So I want everything to be initiated from a lift. And then we'll get a Flam going on the next way. This is a bounced Swiss Army triplet, where everything is up and a bouncy 2. So my right hand is, and my left hand is. Okay, they're all kind of approach it just like the single-handed exercises. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and you could do this left lead as well. All right, now we have our Flam taps. Again, I'm not going to start with a Flam, because I want to start with a triple motion in my right hand and a triple motion in my left hand. Okay, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. All right, and now the next one is just Flams. Okay, doing a downstroke and an upstroke is just Flams, as we all know. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Get that controlled stroke to envelop the stick. Don't do any extra pressure that you don't need. All right, so now I'm doing kind of a more strict downstroked Flam tap. Now, I know this is a swung Flam tap. Usually a Flam tap is Flam tap, and duple. Because I'm setting up the Flam accent, I'm doing this kind of in a skeleton. So I'm going 1, lead 2, 1, lead 2. Just like I did in the single-handed motion, but I'm adding Flam. So when I take my left hand out, it's still that downstroke and a 2 in my left hand. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. I'm going to make sure that we don't start letting go early, and then we start to have our notes end up. A lot of middle schoolers would do that instead of finishing your downstroke first, then start applying your fingers. And then, of course, we graduate to the Flam accent. When we're doing a Flam accent, of course, we're doing this downstroke and 3 motion. 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3. And the left hand's doing the same thing. 1, 2, ready, go. You could have half the class just doing Flams, and then the others should sound exactly the same and look the same as far as heights. Okay, and again, this is why I wrote this in 12/8, because you could have people playing 1s and 2s and 3s at the same time and mixing and matching. Okay, so let's do all those motions straight through. So now that we're doing it straight through, you will do Flams at the beginning of the Swisses and the Flam taps. 1, 2, ready, go. A little more controlled here. So we kind of close our hands, envelop the stick, get some control strokes going. Now, I don't know about you, but if my middle schoolers came up to high school and could do that, I'd be pretty happy. Now, of course, we can go up to 120, 130, 140. Again, I'm going to shoot to get to 160 with my students. Let's see what that would sound like. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, I don't know if we can get up to 160, but that's not a bad goal to shoot for. One, two, ready, go. A little more controlled here. So we kind of close our hands, envelop the stick, get some control strokes going. Six motions in coordination at 120. 1, 2, ready, go. Motions in coordination at 130. 1, 2, ready, and go. Motions in coordination at 140. 1, 3, 1, 2, ready, and go. Motions of coordination at 150. ready, go.
And like I said, if you examine any part or anything that you're going to play, it's usually some version of one of those 6 exercises. And if you master that and get really good at that, then the only things left are like the super advanced, crazy things that you're going to eventually play as an older player.
I added some bonus motions at the end here, not necessary, but if you have your go-getters that want to keep going down this rabbit hole, we can go into some.
I love seeing the light bulb go off. I really do. I think that's one of the most pleasurable things about teaching. To impart an idea, I'll be just as sincere as they are and just smile and just say, you know, you got it. As a musician, oftentimes you're constantly confronted with the fact that you have to compile a career that has several branches. And I think mine is obviously teaching, writing, and playing. I don't know if I could do any one of those things as well as I do now without all of them together. The relief of coming in to teach and interacting with students, it's just fun. I just enjoy it. And then I can offset that with writing. I'm fortunate enough to teach many things, and not just drum corps, but many things where myself and Sandy teach the music that we both write. Bringing something that I wrote to life is really rewarding. And I think I can share an insight with the students that they otherwise wouldn't have. As a teacher, I feel like I learn things all the time. If you really want to know something, then try to teach it. You know, I've thought about this many times, and I've kind of questioned because I'm old.
You look great.
Right? I'm like 86 years old, and you would never know it.